Ladies and gentlemen, young and old, this may seem an unusual procedure, speaking to you before the picture begins, but we have an unusual subject, the story of the birth of freedom, the story of Moses. As many of you know, the Holy Bible omits some 30 years of Moses' life. From the time he was a 3-month-old baby and was found in the bulrushes by Bithia, the daughter of Pharaoh, and adopted into the court of Egypt, until he learned that he was Hebrew and killed the Egyptian. To fill in those missing years, we turn to ancient historians such as Philo and Josephus. Philo wrote at the time that Jesus of Nazareth walked the earth, and Josephus wrote some 50 years later and watched the destruction of Jerusalem by the Romans. These historians had access to documents long since destroyed, or perhaps lost, like the Dead Sea Scrolls. The theme of this picture is whether men are to be ruled by God's law or whether they are to be ruled by the whims of a dictator like Ramesses. Are men the property of the state, or are they free souls under God? This same battle continues throughout the world today. Our intention was not to create a story, but to be worthy of the divinely inspired story created 3,000 years ago, the 5 books of Moses. The story takes 3 hours and 39 minutes to unfold. There will be an intermission. Thank you for your attention. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And from this light, God created life upon earth. And man was given dominion over all things upon this earth, and the power to choose between good and evil. But each sought to do his own will, because he knew not the light of God's law. Man took dominion over man. The conquered were made to serve the conqueror. The weak were made to serve the strong. And freedom was gone from the world. So did the Egyptians cause the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and their lives were made bitter with hard bondage. And their cry came up unto God, and God heard them, and cast into Egypt, into the lowly hut of Amram and Jochebed, the seed of a man, upon whose mind and heart would be written God's law and God's commandments. One man to stand alone against an empire.
Please! No!
God of Abraham, take my child into thy hands, that he may live to thy service.
But, Mother, we have not even given him a name.
God will give him a name. Follow it, Miriam. Watch it from the reeds. See where the Lord will lead him.
Yes, Mother.
doing here?
Be sure it's not a crocodile.
Bithia could charm tears from a crocodile.
What is it, Bithia? What did you find?
Only a drifting basket.
Shall we come and help you get it?
Memnit, send the girls away. I'd rather be alone now.
Now see what you've done. Back to the palace, all of you. Go on, all of you. Musicians too.
Memnit, we wouldn't hurt Bithia.
Bithia's tired of you, and so am I. Off you go.
We're tired of everything.
Go on, off you go. Go on, hurry up. You've hurt her enough. What have you found?
The answer to my prayers.
You prayed for a basket?
No. I prayed for a son,
Your husband is in the house of the dead.
and he has asked the Nile god to bring me this beautiful boy.
Do you know the pattern of this cloth?
If my son is covered in it, it is a royal robe.
Royal. It is the Levite cloth of a Hebrew slave. This child was put upon the water to save its life from your father's edict.
I am the Pharaoh's daughter, and this is my son. He shall be reared in my house as the prince of the two lands.
My mother and her mother before her were branded to the Pharaoh's service. I will not see you make this son of slaves a prince of Egypt.
You will see it, Memnit. You will see him walk with his head among the eagles. And you will serve him as you serve me. Fill the ark with water. Sink it into silence. Raise your hands, Memnit. What you have buried in the Nile shall remain buried in your heart. Swear it.
I will be silent.
The day you break that oath will be the last your eyes shall ever see. You will be the glory of Egypt, my son. Mighty in words and deeds. Kings shall bow before you. Your name will live when the pyramids are dust. And because I drew you from the water, you shall be called Moses. Moses, Moses, Moses.